Welcome to the Baseface Network.
Good morning, sir. Do you have a free time to discuss? I would like to discuss the teaching method and campus environment of Pamulang University.
Good morning. Of course, I am very happy if there are students who want to discuss. Please, what would you like to ask?
Like this, sir, I feel that the teaching method as by a lecturer are very diverse. There are lecturers who ask the lecture method, some encourage group discussion, and some even implement project-based learning. In your opinion, which method is the most effective?
Okay, that is an interesting question. Basically, there is no method that is truly the most effective. Each method has its advantages and disadvantages, depending on the type of course and the characteristics of the student. For theoretical course, lectures may still be relevant. However, of course, for course that require practical skills such as communication or management, discussion, simulation, or project methods are more effective.
I agree, sir. But how do a lecturer know the right method for a particular course?
Usually, lecturers conduct an initial analysis of the material to be taught and also the character of the student. For example, if the class consists of active studying, a discussion-based method is very suitable. Conversely, if the class tends to be passive, the lecturer can use lectures both interspersed with interactive videos or quiz to good engagement.
That makes sense, sir. But I often hear complaints from my friends that some lecturers only focus on regular without providing opportunities for discussion or Q&A. How do you see this?
I admit that it is a challenge. As lecturers, we have a big responsibility to ensure that students understand the material. However, sometimes limited time makes lecturers tend to choose lectures as the main method. As a solution, we are being encouraged to utilize technology and such as the learning management system platform that allows students to study independently outside the classroom.
Wow, interesting, sir. Has the LMS at Pamulang University been utilized optimally?
Honestly, it has not been fully maximized. However, we continue to strive. For example, some course already have module uploaded to the LMS, and the student can access them anytime. But I think there needs to be further training for lecturers and students to optimize its use.
I agree, sir. In addition to a teaching method, I would also like to discuss the campus environment. I feel that some areas on campus are quite supportive, such as comfortable classroom and adequate internet access. However, there are also facilities that need to be improved, such as discussion rooms or green areas for outdoor learning.
I totally agree. A good campus environment is very supportive of the learning process. Yeah. I have heard plans from the university to expand the green areas and provide more discussion room But of course, this requires a lot of time and budget.
What can students do to help accelerate the improvement of facilities, sir?
There are many ways. First, students can actively provide input through survey or campus discussion forum. And the second, maintain existing facilities such as not damaging tables, chairs, or other facilities. Third, participate in campus activities such as community service or greening program.
Okay, sir. If I may ask, how do you see the role of student in creating a conducive learning atmosphere on campus?
Students have a big role. In addition to maintain facilities, students can also collaborate with a lecturer to create an interactive classroom atmosphere. For example, don't hesitate to ask questions or give opinion during lectures. This will not only help you but also your friends.
That's right, sir. Sometimes I see a friend who are afraid or embarrassed to ask question. What advice do you have for students to be more courageous?
Fear is natural, but it needs to be overcome. My advice to my advice is to start with small things, such as asking outside of class via email or discussion group. After that, try to speak in class with simple questions. Lecturers must also create a supportive environment so that students feel comfortable.
Thank you for your question. Yes, thank you for your suggestion, sir. This discussion has really opened my eyes.
You're welcome. I'm glad you are proactive. If there are other topics you want to discuss, don't hesitate to come again. Okay?
Of course, sir. Thank you, sir. By the way, you mentioned earlier about the importance of collaboration between students and rector to create an interactive learning atmosphere. Are there any real example where this skill of collaboration has been successfully implemented at Pamulang University?
Sure, there are some example. For example, in some project-based course, students and lecturers often work together on the small research or social activities that are relevant to the material. And the students are given the freedom to develop their ideas while the lecturers acts as a mentor. This is not only improve students' understanding, but also creates a closer relationship between lecturers and students.
Wow, that sounds very interesting. So, in your opinion, what is the biggest challenge in encouraging such collaboration?
The main challenge is time management. Both lecturers and students often have a busy schedule. In addition, sometimes there is a communication gap, especially if students are reluctant to convey ideas or the lecture is too busy. However, if both parties have a strong commitment, this challenge can be definitely be overcome.
So, in your opinion, how can students be more actively involved in such activities?
The key is initiative. Don't wait for the lecture to give you an opportunity. You can start by asking an idea or question. In addition, take advantage of campus program such as innovation competition, seminars, or training. Many of these activities are actually designed to encourage collaboration between students and lecturers.
Thank you for your suggestion, sir. I will try to be more active in class and campus active. I also want to ask, do you have any view on how the campus can encourage students enthusiasts to participate in such activities?
The campus needs to provide them more platform and incentive. For example, award for students who actively contribute, such as certificates, additional points, or even internship opportunities. In addition, promotion of activities also need to be strengthened so that more students know and are interested in participating.
That's good idea, sir. I think promotion is often a problem because not all students know about the activity information. Is it possible for students to help with this?
Of course, students can become ambassadors for campus activities. For example, those who have participated in activities can share their experience with their friends. Yeah. In addition, students can also use social media to disseminate information widely. That way, participation can increase.
Interesting idea, sir. I will try to propose this to the student organization on campus. One more thing, sir. What is your view on developing student soft skill outside of academic?
Okay, that is very important. The work of the work of work does not only assess based on academic knowledge, but also skills such as communication, leadership, and teamwork. Therefore, I highly encourage students to be active in organization, social activities, or volunteer projects. Maybe all of that will equip you with very valuable real experience.
I agree, sir. I feel that this discussion has helped me to see the opportunities and challenges on campus more clearly. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
You're welcome. I'm glad to see you in this session. If you have other ideas or suggestions, do not hesitate to convey them. And happy studying and good luck.
Thank you, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. May I speak for a moment? I would like to discuss the learning activities and classroom condition at Pamulang University.
Okay, please continue.
Okay. So I feel that the learning activities in some courses are going well, but there are also some that feel less effective. In your opinion, how do you create a conducive learning atmosphere in the classroom?
Actually, the conditiveness is depend on how many the member of class, and also how interactive the material or the course is presented to them. So actually, I will prepare well the material, and then what should I do as lecturer in the class.
I agree, sir. Regarding interaction, I feel that in some courses, the lecturer is very interactive, but in other courses, learning tend to be one way. Is that because of the teaching method, or are there other factors?
There are many style of learning or method. Yeah. Basically, is one direction. So the lecturer gives some information to the student, and then there is no feedback from the student. So for me, I prefer to interactive class. There is a dialogue. There is any question and answer between lecturer and student. So I feel that it's better one.
Yes, sir. Talking about facilities, I see some classrooms on our campus are quite comfortable, but there are also some that are not in good condition, such as broken chairs or non-functional projector. What step can be taken to improve this?
Yes, the barrier for the lecturing in Unpam, something like that. So the alternative is I usually give project-based learning. It means the student will get some project to develop until the end of semester. So it will be effective without any facilities in the classroom.
Is there a plan from the campus to improve classroom facilities, sir?
I don't know about that. It is possible, but I doubt it.
I understand, sir. In addition to facilities, I also want to discuss the number of students in the class. Some classes feel too crowded, making it difficult to focus. Do you also see this as a challenge?
You know that the student is mostly is what they call is elder mature. So they hopefully they have a maturity about perception, and then how they think about the problem for the class. So I think project-based learning is more fit to be get the about learning better than classical condition.
That's good idea, sir. But for now, what can students do to stay focused in a crowded class situation?
For me, crowded it means there life condition in the class. So for me, it doesn't matter. But as I said before, the goals of the lecturing is there what they call is maturity about how the student react the learning, and then they create some project, and then they have a discussion outside the class, kind like that.
Very helpful advice, sir. I also want to ask, how do lecturers maintain student enthusiasm during lectures?
Okay. To get the enthusiasm from student, mostly student is like a new thing or new information. I believe it could be attract them to ask, to know more about the information that they get. So the lecturer must be develop himself to get any information, to get any new information.
Interesting, sir. From the student perspective, what can we do to support a positive learning atmosphere?
I think we should recognize about the technology the technology is the better one to support learning system. Yeah, some kind like application or gadget lah. Gadget, you can use gadget or application to support your study.
Okay, sir. I think this is a shared responsibility between students and lecturers to create an ideal learning atmosphere.
Ideal atmosphere. It's very difficult, but it's possible if there two-way communication that can be the communication, it will be maintained until the end of learning. It could be communication in class or maybe out of class, some kind like via WhatsApp. It's better to make a two-way communication between lecturer and the student.
Okay, sir. I was really helped by this discussion. Thank you very much for your time and explanation.
Okay, thank you.